안녕하세요. 동탄 왕콩입니다. 다시 집에 왔어요. 토요일날 오후인데 날은 날씨는 포근합니다. 푸근해요. 근데 미세먼지가 좀 심하다고 합니다. 오늘. 자, 일단 운동을 하겠습니다. 어제 대충 했죠. 10개 딱 10개밖에 안 했는데 첫날 턱걸이 한 게 좀 타격이 컸는지 자, 제가 이번 주에 어떻게 했죠? 하체 운동 3일 하고 상체 운동 전혀 안 했죠. 그 다음에 목요일 날 턱걸이를 약 30분 정도 했습니다. 100개 넘게 했을 거예요. 100개 넘게 안 했구나. 100개 정도 했습니다. 밴드 이용해서. 네, 오늘은 스트레칭을 최대한 많이 하고 요거 푸시업 바를 이용해서 푸시업을 최대한 많이 하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 일단 스트레칭을 먼저 해야겠죠? 무조건. CNN을 보도록 하겠습니다.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. Welcome to Full Circle, a show created exclusively for CNN's digital audience. There's a ton of news that happens every day outside of Washington. I'll take you there. We are live in Asbury Park in Parkland, Florida, Kiev in Ukraine. And you can take me wherever you go. It's news with no limits. Whoa. Well, that was a rather large explosion. This isn't TV. This is Full Circle. Live weeknights at 5 p.m. Eastern or anytime after that at cnn.com/Full Circle.
The straight talk you need from your man in Washington, who won't back down. The Lead with Jake Tapper, Tuesday through Saturday on CNN.
I'm David Culver in Shanghai, China, and this is CNN.
We've been looking at commercial travel, Avianca, British Airways and KLM, all turning 100. Despite the celebrations, they must all face the music. KLM seems stuck in a loveless merger that's losing money. British Airways pilots went on a 2-day strike in September, just about grounding the carrier. And our third centenarian, Colombia's flag caviar Avianca, comes to its 100th birthday financially troubled, but buoyed by an energetic new president and CEO who took over in July.
We're the second airline in Latin America. We've got a very young fleet, which of course we're maintaining very well here. Going through the rough patch that we're in right now, I'm not going to deny that. We'll survive, we'll get out, and we'll make sure to be even stronger.
The goal, as the chief executive sees it, getting back to the fundamentals.
So back to basics, make it simple. We want to be a people business that connects people, right? People connecting people. And when you look at our region, we have so many beautiful things to show the world. And at the same time, enable, of course, businesses and tourists as well from within the country to explore the rest of the world.
A former executive at Aeromexico, Qatar Airways and Air France KLM, he has broad experience across aviation. This is the airline's maintenance complex in Medellin.
Using this 3D scan, we can have in minutes the 3D drawing, do reverse engineering, and start the manufacturing the part.
At the main hub in Bogota, we get a behind-the-scenes look at training on the aircraft simulators.
3000 set.
What I want to show is all the work that goes on behind the scenes in our industry.
Flaps full, landing checklist.
To open up and to show the world what we do here, I think is great.
50, 40, 30, 20.
It's such a beautiful company, 22,000 people almost, in beautiful countries, and I think that's actually what makes Avianca very special.
Colombian and German entrepreneurs founded Avianca in 1919. The Junkers, C-63s, great favourites, early planes. Like all our birthday airlines, Avianca's a host of firsts to boast about. The first airmail service in Colombia in 1922. In 1976, the first airline in Latin America to operate the jumbo jet 747. In the midst of dealing with the nuts and bolts and fixes, Avianca wants to make sure the history of its centenary isn't lost.
This is a resilience company. We know how to survive. We are unique in the sense that we know how to solve problems. We are innovative, we are warm, we are kind, and I believe people sense that in our services.
The Chief Customer Experience Officer, Maria Duque, believes delivering a flawless experience and great stewardship are musts.
In Colombia, we used to say, take care of the cents, because the dollars, they take care by itself. So here we really need to pay attention to be very, very efficient, to be able to have a great service, and then you can survive 100 years more.
Surviving also means keeping up with trends and tastes of passengers.
I think that the main value that we have for 100 years is adaptability. Our clients change with the years. They change their necessities, their tastes, and the airline has to evolve with the clients, and we need to adapt our product, our service, our fares to the necessities of our clients.
Evolving and adapting means creating noise and attention. Remaining true to your heritage, your flying DNA. For KLM, their Delft houses have become legendary in world business class. Rolled out in 1952 after rules prohibited them from giving gifts to passengers. These houses filled with liquor was a clever way of disguising a gift as a drink. From signature gift to signature threads. At the British Airways Heritage Centre, we see why fashion in the air never goes out of style on a different runway.
Seatbelt not necessary on this flight.
No. Put in the upright and locked position.
We've got Alan here. Alan, who's cabin crew today, and he's wearing an original uniform of Imperial Airways, an Imperial Airways pilot of actually late 1930s.
What era is somebody wearing?
So this is a uniform from BOC, and it probably dates from about mid-early 60s.
Well, look at Lisa.
So Lisa, she's wearing the BEA uniform of 1967, introduced by or designed by the Queen's dressmaker Hardy Amies.
Come fly with me, come fly with BEA. It's a real achievement to still be flying after 100 years, when so many airlines are struggling and others have folded their wings. When one thinks about the great old airlines of the past, Pan Am, TWA, the true trailblazers, and how they failed to adapt and went out of business, it makes you realize all the more the incredible achievement to stay in business for 100 years. Amongst the defunct, Thomas Cook, WOW, Monarch, Air Berlin, and Varig. And for our three airlines not to end up on that list in the future, some advice.
These three airlines already do this very, very well, but customer centricity, really caring about the people who are flying your airline, to make sure every touch point that they have with their customer is one that they're proud of.
For road warriors and aviation geeks like myself, the century mark is a time to reflect on the triumphs and the tragedies too of the past 100 years, and to catch our breath and embrace the wonder. 300 years of flying between them. What an achievement indeed. But perhaps the bigger goal and ambition is which of the centenarians will still be flying under their own name, probably into space in 100 years from now. And that's CNN Business Traveller for this month. I'm Richard Quest with the Centenarians. Wherever your travels may take you, I hope they're profitable. And I'll see you next month.
I'm Julia Cho. Cassidy. I'll speak to newsmakers, risk takers, and the ultimate game changers.
First Move with Julia Chatterley, weeknights on CNN. CNN wins Royal Television Society Awards for Best Coverage Breaking News.
We need to move back.
Journalist of the Year.
There, another shot.
And Outstanding Contribution to Broadcast Journalism.
Women of the future.
And the British Sports Journalism Awards. First woman to win Broadcast Journalist of the Year.
We both feel differently about speaking out. For the answer, this particular question has not been asked.
아이고야.
Real news that shapes our world.
Connect the World with Becky Anderson, Sunday to Thursday on CNN.
Business is all about making connections. Yet some connections are easier to make than others. With a CNN partner hotel, the world is always at your fingertips. CNN partner hotels, connected to your world.
So many questions about what is the
지금 여러분들의 가장 큰 고민은 무엇입니까? 저는 지금 아직도 그 베트남 여행 리조트 환불이 완결이 안 났고요. 그다음에 유럽 여행 취소도 확실히 안 냈습니다. 이 두 개가 일단은 끝나야 뭔가 좀 이렇게 풀린 듯한 느낌이 날 것 같아요. 근데 지금 너무 요즘에 정신이 없습니다. 요즘에 그거 신경 쓰느라고. 그 이전에 내 고민이 뭐였지? 너무 힘들었었나?
I didn't know what his intention was. I knew it could be obstruction of justice.
My show brings you the latest news and top newsmakers.
Are you playing with fire?
And we also dive below the headlines to explore vital issues impacting our lives.
It's about right and wrong.
You have to stand up for what you believe in.
We need to realize that our future is at risk and we need to take action.
Was that kind of mortifying or did you enjoy it? You were great.
It's crucial we make sense of what's happening.
Do you regret that? Do you think there should be nuclear power or more commitment to a clean environment?
New Zealand had its experience and changed its laws. To be honest with you, I do not understand the United States.
Does love have a chance of winning?
I've always believed that.
And fully understand what's at stake.
Amanpour, only on CNN.
No matter where you are in the world, there is a clear pattern on how governments and leaders use the power in their hands.
Will this change Europe? Demonstrations erupted over unemployment. There could be some very serious national security questions.
Living and working in the US right now gives me an important perspective as an outsider looking in. I'm Robin Kerno in Atlanta, and this is CNN.
People say human trafficking happens in the shadows. In Senegal, it's not like that. In Senegal, it's so obvious. So out in the open, it's shocking. Human trafficking in Senegal is like everywhere. Everywhere where you go, you can see with your eyes. Children are forced to begging. My mission in life is how I can stop it. Stop all this human trafficking. My name is Issa Kouyaté, and I'm the founder of Maison de la Gare. I opened in 2007. It was just helping people. I was just working with some Senegalese, giving education. This is how Maison Lagarde started. Here in Saint-Louis where we are working with 126 daras. The dara is a religious school where
와, 진짜 이렇게 해가지고 다리가 찢어질까요, 언젠가? 저 유연성이 정말 쓰레기 같은데.
Their children from Senegal, but also from Gambia, from Guinea, from Mauritania, from Mali, like around the border of Senegal, they send their children from there. The children in the Dara are called Talibé. The Talibé are living in the Dara, and sometimes they don't have any contact with their family. The Marabout is a religious teacher who teach the Quran, who run a Dara. The Marabout is the legal guardian. He's supposed to take care of them. But these boys are neglected, sometimes abused, sometimes exploited. There's lots of Dara who are very good, where you can find students, really good students, but there's more bad Dara than good Daras. The Dara was supposed to teach children the Quran, but most of the Daras, they are teaching them how to get money from the streets.
밖에 안 했네요.
Quota is a regulated number, like money or sugar or rice, ordering by the Marabout to bring by force. Everything they get, they'll bring back in the Daras for the Marabout. They are forced to bring this quota. If not, they will be beaten.
와, 진짜 확실히 푸시업 바를 쓰니까는 손목이 안 아픕니다. 그냥 하는 이 자세가 손목에 무리가 간다는 게 이제야 이해가 안 돼, 이제야.
I've come to St. Louis, Senegal, to meet Issa. He is totally devoted to help children, but he needs support, and I hope that I can provide it.
Mamadou Diallo is a sad story. He's maybe 10 years old. There's no word to explain where these boys, all these boys, are living all together in the garbage dump. So let's go. I will show you. And they sometimes be careful because here is their toilets. They are doing toilets here.
People shouldn't even be allowed to walk in here.
Be careful about this. Here is the Dara. Boys are, living open sky in the Daras.
So are you telling me that the boys are not having a roof over their head?
They don't have roof.
No way.
Here is the Dara.
No.
You can see.
You must be joking me.
They are living in this condition. And I asked the Marabouts about what is happening, why all of them are living here. It's a shock. It's a shock.
I'm totally shocked.
Yeah.
Where are the boys right now?
Outside, maybe begging, I don't know. These little children wake up early in the morning without taking breakfast, without taking bath, and take their bucket, go on the streets to beg. The boys are going house to house. They have to go every single door asking rice, money. From 7 in the morning, they are on the streets and learn Quran from 10 to 12. After that, they have to go back again from 12 to 3 outside to beg and back again in the Daras to learn Quran. And at 8, they are going again to beg for the dinner finally, at 10, they sleep. And the following day will be the same, 7 days a week.
Almost 95% of the
Wow.
population of Senegal are Muslim. And it's very natural for the people here to believe that teaching children Quran is a must. Mamadou Marabout was a Taliban. He was a boy who was living in Dara. He was taught Quran by another Marabout. This is all he ever experienced. This is the only life he knows. He really deeply believes, I think, that whatever he's doing right.
지금 CNN에서 아프리카 나라들이 나오고 있어요. 진짜 그 엄청 못 사는 그런 나라가 나오고 있는데
Yes.
Why is he begging?
정말 궁금한 게 정말 20, 30년 안에 저런 나라들이 변할 수가 있을까요? 도대체 뭐가 문제지?
Are we clear about one
왕족 뭐
thing
이런
here?
거가 있죠?
That he is begging because Marco is telling him to do so.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we facing here a forced begging situation?
Yeah, of course. We are forced to facing in the bed.
Incredible.
Of course. I don't know if the family sometimes know the reality of all these boys. This is not learning Quran. It's just exploitation. It's trafficking. It's slavery.
So there are about 40 children living here. How old are the children?
Oh, between 7 years old to 15 years old are living here.
I can't listen to that anymore. I have to talk
Yes.
to the Margaret.
Yeah, of course. We
Okay,
have
let's
to.
go.
We
Let's
have
go.
to go to see
Let's
the
go.
marbles
Let's go.
and having a talk. It is not a good marble.
Of course not.
Just exploitation.
I'm Dominica.
Dominica, a little bit.
Are you confirming right now that you're forcing a child to beg?
So, yes, they have to go back. If not, we will never do anything. We can stop working. So we have to work from the kids. They have to go get money, get food, and bring it.
Please give me yes or no answer. Are you beating your Taliban when they are not bringing you enough money?
Mu ne da nga koy wax question bi pour nga wax ko oui ou non rek. Voilà. Oui ou non. Mu ne maanaam est-ce que di nga xale yi bu ñu indiwul xaalis wala yalwaan est-ce que dañ leen di dóor? Non, foofu kenn du leen dóor. Non.
Are you saying that children are lying?
Est-ce que da ngay wax ni ban xale yi dañuy fen? He was saying that boys are lying. The situation that I found is not like human. It's not a dare. It's just a squat. And sometimes this is why we need to fight. How did he get to be a teacher without paper? How can he's going to care them? How did he cover them, to feed them? There's lots of questions. So this is what I was saying to these marbles. You need to change because you want to live here inside it. So change your mentality. Change the boys like your family. And he have to change. He have to.
My name is Emmanuel Ahimieho. I'm the project manager of Bandana Kaba Road. We don't need to import anything that we need on the road. They are all locally available materials. So people from the community, they end up becoming suppliers. I think it has brought life back to the communities. And to be able to lead those people to achieve something worthwhile, something that is of value, I feel extremely proud.
I always say to my children that to have that freedom to go and express themselves, they have to have that freedom to succeed.
CNN wins Royal Television Society Awards for Best
자, 이거
Coverage
마지막
Breaking
10개만 하고
News.
오늘 운동 끝낼게요. 씻어야지.
There, another shot.
And outstanding contribution to broadcast journalism.
Women of the future.
And the British Sports Journalism Awards. First woman to win Broadcast Journalist of the Year.
We both feel differently about speaking out.
And the answer
This particular question has not been answered.
Sometimes Taliban can't make enough money begging, so they